Yo.
Thick girl. I turn to my good side. Music, and you're now listening to Heavy is the Crown.
Yo. Playing this for a reason, but welcome to episode 2. It's 37th and Chambers or anything like that. We're specifically talking about losses of life. One of the reasons for this podcast, and I'm going to reach out to another.
It's about homicide victims' families. You know that somebody out here thinking about you, or somebody know where you coming from, or somebody know where you stuck at, and you can always reach out to me.
Give me 1 second, because I'm trying to make sure that this is working properly. Somebody is saying it's telling them no signal.
That's what I was saying.
And it looked like it's choppy. So what I may do, y'all, is I may redo this and just do it from my regular live. Let me know in the comments if it's still freezing or if y'all can hear and see everything fine now. Okay, as they said, it's working now.
Okay.
So redo that real quick.
Okay, so Butterfly Effect. It's an initiative to give homicide victims' families butterfly sets in honor of their loved one that they lost due to gun violence. And I chose to gift them because I want people to know that there's still somebody out here thinking about them, somebody that'll ride the storm out with them, somebody that'll listen to them on their bad days and smile with them on their good days. So I want people to understand the gifting part of it. That's the whole part of Butterfly Effect, that we give homicide victims' families butterfly sets. And we bring comfort to the heart, one butterfly set at a time.
Okay. And I know that,
the beginning of April. And my biggest giveaway was Mother's Day. I wanted to give 5 mothers who lost a child, and I ended up gifting 70 people who either lost children or mothers, because I lost a mother too, so I know how that is.
Yeah. And the reason I asked that is because I know you've been doing stuff, before that. And of course, you're a member of ComForce, so you've been out there with us. Whether it's DV stuff, whether it's community events with Dream Team or patrols, you've been, just out with us doing a lot of the work. And so for people who may have seen you there and may not know about the other stuff that you're doing, we want to get them familiar. And like I said, this platform is to put those other people and other faces in front of people so that you could put the work with the name or the work with the face. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into, just in general, man, like just how you feel. I mean, we're going to get into the vibe, because you do the Butterfly Effect as a result of the violence and the grief. But just get your perspective on what's going on out here and, what you think as far as, these tragedies that lead to your work. Like, what's your perception of what's going on?
Ooh, boy. It's 2 sides to that. Because, I be at a lot, it's harder. So I've seen both sides, especially with the car accidents. I lost 4 people last year in a month span to car accidents.
Yeah.
So I see both sides of it. And being there to comfort people is one side. And I've noticed on a lot of scenes that they need that as an entity in between the people and the police. That's how I look at it. Like, we keep them situations calm. So it's a good thing to be there. But then emotionally, painting the butterflies help me. Because if I'm gifting people, I'm painting that pain away. So it helps both of us. They love the sets because I'm honoring their loved one, but painting helps me therapeutically.
Of course. I mean, art is always, a good form of therapy. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's music, whether it's, painting or drawing something. Those are different avenues of outlet of those.
And the biggest part is I have to iterate on that and keep iterating because people lose sight. Mm-hmm. It's the gifting part. I have to put an emphasis on the gifting part because the gifting is what does it. That's what makes it what it is. This is an answered prayer. This is a purpose. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Something for me to give back to the community, step out of the backgrounds that I love and come into the light and give what I have to offer. And that's what I got to offer.
And because everybody got a role, everybody got something that they can do. Like people always ask, what can I do to do the work? And you don't always have to start an organization or start a nonprofit. Like if you got a talent or a skill that helps you or helps other people, it's simple to just do that. You know what I'm saying? Because people be wanting to do more than what they can do. You know what I'm saying? And people, they don't regard the fact that some things ain't everybody lane. You know what I'm saying? And that it causes an imbalance when for instance, I've seen people come to scenes trying to, calm people and you giving us all, like you pissing us off really.
Like just go away.
Yeah, like, and you don't need to be here.
What the hell? But let's be real though. I was supposed to be done with the community. Remember?
No, I remember that.
No, I retired. Then the 3-on-3. Then the 3-on-3 tournament. And that's what brought me back out.
Was the door? Okay. Can you go unlock the door back with the key?
Where's the key?
Yeah, it should be in the door. Oh, if it's not, then put that bar.
So that's where it came from, the 3-on-3 tournament. I was supposed to have been done.
You know what?
I did my 5 years.
This is her confession because we didn't agree to this.
But it's the truth.
Hey, it could very well be. Okay, now hopefully they'll be able to hear us all. She'll have to. Matter of fact, I'm just in here tripping. Y'all gonna have to give me excuse me for a second. Grab that.
There was no key.
Did you put the bar on? Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all. Who has a technical difficulties? Okay, this one.
Wait, which one? The back door or the front?
The front.
Okay.
I knew I heard something looking like.
I'm like,
okay, you can't see me. All right, so now I have to fix this. So pardon us for the small interruption. I'm gonna have to figure this out, but our co-host has joined us, and you know what? I may just let y'all two, and I might carry the conversation from the other side.
okay.
Because I don't want us all jumbled back here. So give us 1 second while she goes and secures the door. And I'm going to actually put this back here for y'all. And hop around here. And so once we get this set up, we're going to introduce y'all to our co-hosts. One of our co-hosts that'll be joining us on the show.
Oh, white lights, white lights. I need my purse. I need some sunglasses around here. Oh,
that's why we got the high tech stuff. Dimming on down.
Okay, dope.
Why is all your 5G showing up?
Okay, let's see. I got you.
Okay, now let's see where we. Okay. So, co-host, let the people know who you are.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mimi, aka Chocolate Goddess Warrior.
Oh, yeah.
In the building. What up?
So we were having a conversation about the violence. And Shaquila does the butterfly effect. So, you know, I'm gonna let y'all kind of bounce off that topic of like, what are y'all seeing out here? What do y'all think about what's going on? And some solutions. So, and then we're gonna bounce back and forth between that. So, I can't remember exactly where you left off, but
I was throwing you under the bus, I think. I think I was saying that I had put my 5 years in. I mean, I was.
Oh yeah, you was telling us how you quit.
Yeah, I had
secretly.
quit and put my 5 years in. Then it was like the homicide rate went up. I remember when we did the Christmas giveaway and you read off 189 names.
It took a long time to read
for the
names.
year.
Yeah.
That was a lot. I mean, I can't defeat the crime, but I can do something to bring comfort to people's hearts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where it basically came from, like all the number of homicides we had.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that we're talking about this off bat when I get here, because I just had an incident on my way to my work meeting today. Somebody speeding, driving recklessly, and they hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's what your ass get. You know what I'm saying? Because why are you doing that? Where are you going? You in such a rush that you have to drive 60 miles an hour down a city street when it's a bus right here, another vehicle right here, and you putting everybody's life in danger because you don't care about your life. And I think a lot of the violence that's happening is easily avoidable if people just think about ways to de-escalate situations. Everybody is so tired and worn out and beat up, and we get to a point where we in fight mode all the time. Like any small little incident will make you want to fight, and it don't even have to be that serious. She looked at me stupid. I want to fight her. Like, okay, what are you going to prove? And my thing is, what are people getting out of it? Is it satisfaction? Are you satisfied?
No, they're not. Honestly, they're not. It's, you know, that's like what used to be wrong with me as a teenager is the abuse I was suffering. And so fighting was like my outlet, but it didn't make me feel no better. You know what I'm saying? And I knew, like, I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to hurt people. But, you know, everybody else thought it was cool. And, you know what I'm saying? So, it you know, we do a lot of what we think to be temporary fixes, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's some people get drunk, some people get high, some people, you know what I'm saying? We all have different ways of letting our traumas out. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, man, it's very rare you find people who just acting out for no reason at all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's literally something mentally wrong with them and they can't help themselves versus somebody who, you know, just has the disposition where, you know, you had them people who just like homicidal, maniac, killer type people. It's very rare you find those people. But most of the time you find people who may be acting that way, but they ain't what
they ain't really that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in Facebook jail, so I really can't comment to y'all comments. But I did want to answer one that caught my attention. Miss Lily, I can't wait until I meet you and give you your butterfly set, honey. I'm waiting on it.
Okay, Lily Hernandez?
Yes.
Okay.
I ran across her on Facebook and gifted her a set in honor of her daughter.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Man, listen.
I think a lot of it, too, a lot of what's happening is just the glorification of the violence. We see over time, like, you know, people, it's easy to say, like, music shouldn't be an influence and da-da-da, but I really feel like the current culture with the stolies and everything like that, it's been amplified because of the music, because of, you know, people out here thinking that is the cool thing to do. When we was younger, I guarantee you, if people was out here making rap songs popular about stealing cars, it would have been just as bad because people are influenced by that. And ain't no teenage kid out here gonna say that they don't want to be cool.
That's true.
What kid you know don't want to be cool and
what
be
was
doing
that
what everybody
song
else
had
doing?
Is speeding around the city like a NASCAR. That song, they really take that. You know, I have a 20-year-old, so I'm in the
that's why I listen. The music, so, I feel like I'm 70 because I be listening to the music.
Like what's this? Yeah, so they do take these songs and be like, oh, well, if they speed through the city like a NASCAR, like let me try it. But then when y'all getting into these accidents, y'all not hurting y'all. Y'all hurting the innocent people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the innocent ones that get hurt.
And that's typically how it is. You know, the drunk person don't be the one that get killed. You know what I'm saying? It just happens that way, and it's unfortunate, you know, but we in a space in just society right now, period. And we've been on a incline. Like people cannot differentiate entertainment versus somebody feeding reality to us. Like art used to imitate life, but now the art, the life is being dictated through the art. You know what I'm saying? So they're telling you what drugs to take. They're telling you, what to do to be cool. Right. Like and that's what I'm saying. Like when you deal with an entertainment standpoint, like a lot of people didn't want to hear. I never really got into the reality TV thing. Like all that hip hop wives of so and so. Like when you watch that and you're seeing how people are handling conflict on there. Now imagine the people who watch it and how culture literally turned to mimic exactly that. Yeah. And it didn't used to be like that, but now this is how everybody reacts to conflict. You gotta throw a drink at somebody or
stab somebody's head in.
Yeah, like it's crazy. And then
I'm not wasting my drink on nobody's face. I pay for that.
But that's like the cool thing to do. Like, and again, when we're talking about our youth, our young people who are seeing our adults mimic, even though they kind of mimic it not to the degree that the youth are going to go overboard. They do things in extremes, you know what I'm saying, and without thought. So you with these faces, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. Okay, so I'm sorry, y'all. My fault. What she just said? You did one for my mom, for me, my sister, also my nephew, my best friend, my son, and my best friend's son, my brother, my nephew. My family appreciate you.
That's a lot of people. And that right there in itself. That right there.
Okay, so LaKendra. We're going to call you LaKendra because that's your Facebook name. So, LaKendra, I can thank you too because that was my process. That was like my practicing. So, a lot of those came out of practicing. So, I appreciate you too, fam. I'm sorry, I got to tell the truth.
Listen, and I remember, Lily, the story of what happened to your daughter, but it's just so much wrong with this city. It's so many different aspects. When you talk about a hotel that is known for, people's daughters and sons overdosing, or that, you have a history of prostitution and all these different things where they know that these crimes happen here all the time and they still in operation. You know what I'm saying? And nothing is done that's deterring that.
That's because the people that's in the law is getting paid for that too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a failure, a system failure.
They be in on
but
all
see,
of it.
as Butterfly Effect operate, she's one of the mothers that I will go hard for. Not saying that mothers love their kids any less, but I noticed her because of the work that she do, because she be out here and she be advocating and she be pushing for overdoses, and her situation brought her into something that's bigger. Our situations bring us into something bigger than us. Butterfly Effect is bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than any person because it was a gift from God. I didn't just sit down one day and say, okay, this is what I want to do. I prayed for this and asked God for my purpose because I was at the end of my rope too mentally. You know what I'm saying? So it brought me back into another path. Now, if I can find somebody to gift them for me and I can stay out the limelight, I would really, really appreciate that. But I can't get that right now. So we're going to make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying?
And again, it's really unfortunate. So there was a gathering yesterday of people, stakeholders, I would say, in this city to discuss collaboration and the violence and other things. And although the usual suspects was in the room, there were some people who don't typically show up in these rooms who were there. But then again, it has been very, very glaring about the voices and people who we do not hear from. And that we can't escape that and get around that. When you these people that are elected who are not showing up for their constituents and their residents, one, the people who are losing folks, and then two, the people who are also subject to all the other stuff that's going on, the bullets that's going through innocent people, windows and houses and cars and like all this different stuff, and all this stuff is coming on. And then when this election cycle come around, you're gonna see them all the time. You're gonna see them all the time. Hey. And we cannot keep accepting this. We cannot keep accepting this.
Listen, Cavalier Johnson. Listen, I find it mighty funny, and I ain't gonna diss nobody on this here podcast. But I found it very interesting that Cavalier went on a whole campaign going out to talk to the constituents and stuff like that. And they did a whole news story on it or whatever. And turn around the next day, the people that live out in Westlawn was on the news talking about he walking around here talking to people. Why he ain't come talk to us about these rats?
Ooh, ain't that bad out there, praise the Lord, saints.
And that just goes to show how glaringly blatant it is that the real needs get ignored. And then the ones that are political talking points are the ones that get the most attention. He out here talking about reckless driving. You talking about reckless driving, but the Common Council just accepted how much money in a COPS grant for a reckless driving division? But you on the news talking about how we need to improve this. Y'all just got money to go to the police. And then you want to come and ask the constituents, what can we do to change this? Well, you could have started by not giving all that money to the police and giving it to the people. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, it shows. And Milwaukee's political scene, to me, it's like
a lot of entitled.
It's a popularity rat race. When you have people that are in positions, yes, positions of political power, you're in a position of political power, and you are a career politician. That means
entitled seat holder.
That means that position was what you worked for your whole life. It wasn't working for helping the people. And that's where we find a difference. I feel like activists are real politicians.
I'm running for alderwoman.
Vaughn is really the mayor of Milwaukee.
You heard me?
But that's what I was saying to the protest. Like, there are people, and that's what we need to do. We need to groom everyday people who care about and who are out here, because our elected should be advocates and activists. They should be advocating on behalf of the people. And this is, a lot of, we get destroyed through not knowing in our own ignorance. But these are this podcast, our live streams, all the stuff that we out there doing and saying is to help empower and educate our people on what's going on and how to go about fixing it.
Right.
So when you have an entire, apartment complex that is facing an issue like that, whether it's garbage, because I remember we was getting calls from out there in Shantia's district, like 76 and some of the specific buildings that's the trash is everywhere inside the building, ain't being picked up. And then all the way outside the building is trash going everywhere. And then they worried about shootings and robberies and why am I getting called for that? You know what I'm saying?
Because you're the
and
mayor
then whether it's me, Tori, whoever get called, if we don't go, we get in trouble. But they don't go and do, what are they getting?
You
know what I'm saying?
Voted in again.
And that's the thing. By not voting, you're allowing that process to continue. You know what I'm saying? And we need to, and that's why when I talk about voting, I literally coined the phrase "weaponize your vote" because it is a weapon. It's a weapon that's being pointed back at us because this is how we're being held hostage by allowing these people to take that seat and keep us where we are.
And we don't hold them accountable. There is nobody, there is nobody showing up to these people's office on a regular basis, questioning them about what's going on. There is nobody showing up at their doorstep. It's not happening as forcefully as we needed to be to see real change. Like, what do we have to do to get y'all to listen to us? Because at the end of the day, all these electeds and all these people, they work for us. You know what I'm saying? We sign y'all check. Yeah. If you live in Milwaukee and you paying taxes, you signing a check for all these people that's making decisions, and they're not making decisions that we want them to. So I think it's very important, definitely, to educate people on voting and getting people to understand that your local elections make a huge difference.
Trump the presidential elections.
Literally, when we're voting, the people that we're voting for, they over here voting for stuff too, and that's stuff that affects us fast, not federally. our local elections are what make the huge difference. You want to start seeing your neighborhood looking different, you better vote for somebody else, because that person we got right there is not working. And if we using the same formula for 50, 60, 70 years, ain't it time to switch it up?
Yeah.
We got the same people with the same MO doing the same stuff.
In the same way,
seat holders.
the same way is, a small percentage of the population that's out there, conducting most of the tragedy and crime that we see. That same amount is the ones who are out pressing the issue about what's concerning about it. You know what I'm saying?
Because we don't care about a check.
I mean, but no, people are so, I get it. It's our community. We don't want nothing to do with politics. That was literally me in 2016. I didn't want nothing to do with the program. I didn't want nothing to do with politics. But I also see in the real world the same way where I don't really care about money like that. But in the real world, you have to buy stuff and you have to pay rent, and that costs money. So if I'm going to be in this paradigm that we live in, I'm going to have to figure out how to maneuver in this. You know what I'm saying? And this is when the transition came for me, when my thought process changed. And again, you can see the difference. Like I keep saying his name. Like Ryan has been, an amazing, county supervisor.
Shout out to Ryan Clancy.
Shout out.
There are certain ones of us who are showing us what it looks like when you go out and he don't care. Like you can piss people off, but my thing is that you can't be mad. That's like somebody who wants to be in the public eye but then get mad when people don't like you, or you do something wrong and you mad that they call you out on it. There's nothing about this that's personal. This is your job. You know what I'm saying? And it's a job that has real impact on people's actual lives.
Yes, it does.
So when you're being critiqued, when you're being pulled to the forefront or called out to say, man, you're not doing everything you can do. You're not listening. That's not something to get offended by. I would be like, well, what do I need to do? Like, what ain't I doing? You know what I'm saying?
Accountability is part of the process.
And self-accountability comes first. Like, nobody should have to tell you that.
What is that?
Nobody should have to tell you that you're not doing something somewhere.
What is that?
I think that was the coldest word for 2021. Self-accountability.
Man, listen.
It's very much lacking out here. There's quite a few people that need some self. I can speak for myself. I need some accountability in myself and what I do in my day-to-day life. It's not hard to see that and recognize, like, okay, there's some aspects that I could change to make myself a better person.
That's a big step.
It's important. It is a big step.
That's
for
a
me.
big step.
Self-assessment.
Hey,
Like
look
we
at God.
all got traumas. We all got stuff that's wrong with us. We all got stuff we could make better about ourselves. But if you don't start the first step of acknowledging our shortfall here, because you can't just like gloat and go with all the good stuff you do. Like you have to work on the other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to. This is growth as a person. Don't stop. It should not stop until you die. Like that should be the only thing that stops your growth. You know.
I mean, they've been talking about my bad so long. Let's come on with the good.
And that makes the way for the ARPA fund. So we have county money that is being talked about and preparing to be dispersed, and then we have it at the city level. We're having these conversations. We're having these I guess you could call them town halls or
there was
whatever.
a town hall last week.
And did you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, so break it down for us. What happened?
So basically, what the city is trying to do, and the county, they're trying to incorporate what the people want these funds to be used for. It's very important for people to tune in and like log in and speak on these town hall meetings. I know I got kicked off the meeting last week, but there was and shout out to the African American Roundtable. There were quite a few people that are in that program now who testified last week. But basically, we need to hear from the community what it is that they want the city and the county and whoever else to do with these funds. They're going to be posting these budget meetings. It's basically like a town hall. You get a certain amount of time to speak. I believe the minutes is like 1 to 3 minutes talking space for you to go on there and just basically say what you would like to see done with the money. And I know a lot of people we're focusing in on human needs.
Mm-hmm.
So when we use terms like defund and different things like that, really what it means is refunding the community and putting that money towards the human
They need
needs.
to drop that. That whole, they don't like the word defund, whatever. Reinvest, reroute, reallocate, whatever word you want to use.
It doesn't
means
matter.
the same thing.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what words you use. It all means the same thing. But when you're explaining what defund means, I think it's important to include, like, it doesn't mean take money from the police and it just poofs and disappears. It means defund them and refund the community and place those funds into human needs, the things that people really need within our communities. I mean, Milwaukee, I've only ever lived in Milwaukee as an adult, right? And I've seen so much that could improve communities, that just simple stuff. Like, why is it that every other block on North Avenue has an auto parts store, but not a grocery store? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a residential area.
I think on North Avenue, they changed it from like one block and moved it to like 3 blocks down.
Literally, it was
the same store.
Advanced.
Like, what the hell?
Yes, and that was a location where, you know, they could have put a grocery store right there. And then when you have corner store, and again, I'm not down to nobody, but when you have corner liquor stores,
the truth is the truth, man.
Corner liquor stores accepting food stamps and they ain't got no food, that's an issue.
Listen,
that is an issue.
Listen, you're talking.
I'm not lying.
No, you're not.
Baloney, come on now.
Come on, listen, man.
Give us more options. You know what
I mean,
saying?
I still wouldn't want to, like, I mean, it's messed up that somebody have to go to a gas station to get groceries because you may not have a car, you don't want to carry grocery bags on a bus, all the stuff that's going on. Like, there are too many barriers in life. You know, I remember being in my 20s with my kids and my kids' mom, and we going to the corner store, literally doing all our grocery shopping at corner stores. You know what I'm saying? And walking home with hella bags, like. But we should not be eating that stuff. It's not fresh. It's not the best. Like. These are things that it don't take a genius or a degree to know that a community should have access to grocery stores rather than, and then they'll let 15 liquor stores freaking come into the community, and then when somebody black say, you know what, I want one too, now it's too many.
Yeah.
And then all them ones, is messing up the community, trash everywhere, they're not giving back. But you want to stop him instead of correcting the 15 that you gave the first time.
I think, and what's also happening too is that we have people in positions of power that never had these experiences. They never had to worry about where I'm finna go grocery shopping. They never had to worry about where my next meal coming from. I need some shoes. I need some, they never had to worry about basic needs. And I feel like having that experience gives you a totally different insight to what the needs actually are. And I think that's also lacking in our community, is that oftentimes we have people in these positions who have this, social status or whatever. But really, we need somebody there who's been there, who felt that, who know what it's like, so that they can help us along. And I'm not saying that people with degrees and lived a nice lifestyle don't deserve to be in these positions. But at the same time, how can you identify with what our people are going through if you've never even been around it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You never even seen it. Not even experienced yourself, but you ain't never even seen it. Take a walk down the street and see for yourself what these people have to do.
But you know what? That is like part of the problem in Milwaukee, even with nonprofitism. You have these people who don't have these experiences, but they are coming in as the saviors with the answers that's going to fix it. Yep. And I'm like, you want to do a pantry, cool, but you got predominantly white people coming here, and you got to damn near bring your taxes, you know what I'm saying, like, to come get this food, like, and then, like, it's the detachment, but the saviorism with it. Like, the worst thing to me is when black people don't understand black people. You can never, I don't care what your social status is, whatever, if you don't understand the situation, this is what I'm saying about the mayor, about whoever our next mayor, we may need to have a co-mayorship, or we need to have a mayor with a committee that come in with him, which is what Lena would have did, that say, you know what, I don't have the intellect or experience in how to deal with this neighborhood versus this one. Then I need to bring people from this neighborhood who know what's going on to tell me or to help me come up with a plan on how to address it. Yeah. Not just make some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what they're doing. They're making stuff up. They're doing a one size fits all. You know what I'm saying? And it's that's just not realistic. It's the same thing as people who think formula. Same people who think that jail is the answer for everything. Well, have you been to jail? Have you been there?
Like 4 hours.
Like
never want to go there
not
again.
To visit or not to walk through and be like, this is nice. No. Have you been behind the bars with another person, like to know what that experience is like?
Rehabilitate nothing.
Exactly. And if you went through that process like everybody else had, you would know what we all know. You know, and I believe. Like literally every program and thing that we've done, it was spontaneous. We saw a need and we made it up. There wasn't no politics to it. Didn't nobody had to vote on it. The people say this is what we need. We clearly see this is what we need. So this is what we did.
How many of them they done stole?
But they had stole it and remixed it to where it don't work. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's like somebody who like, there's a nice vending machine, but then they build one and they rig it to where you put your quarter in there, don't let it come out every time. Like, yeah, you making more quarters than me. Like, and it's about that. It's about, I'm going to get all the quarters I can out there without really giving nothing.
I think a lot of stuff needs to just be relinquished to the community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these programs, like you said, they not doing the work that they claim that they doing. And then you got people out here actually doing the work who need the support and they don't get the support because they like so-and-so over here do it. But then as soon as something happened, they gonna ask where you was at. Mm-hmm. Why is that? You know what I'm saying?
Because so-and-so ain't gonna do the work.
Exactly.
And they need him because he gonna come do it 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Here he come with bells on.
And I'm not by myself. Y'all show up too. Like,
I'm just saying.
And that's the thing. Like, you know, I appreciate like OVP and 414. Like they like literally, and this is where we are because there are barriers to even like the people on my team. Like y'all need more tools. Y'all need equipment. Y'all need to be able to sustain. So I can get y'all to level. Because like if I'm in 30 different chats, right, or I'm on 30 different Zooms every day, I can't retain all this information. I'm not like you get your own access to information. Like. Several of y'all do. Like they be like, I know what happened. Like, and like that's valuable. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But none of us work for the city. None of us are getting paid for this. But we are doing like we can figure out, we can reconstruct the crime and find out who did it and get the names and all that. Just using social media or our connections to knowing people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I can say on my behalf and the work that I do, like a lot of stuff come to me. Mm-hmm. Like I don't even have to go look for it. My green light just gotta come on. Mm-hmm. And everything is right there for me because most people when they know you, like sometimes they won't even believe it's true if I won't post about it. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, y'all, that happened. So let me make a post and let y'all know that this happened. Mm-hmm. Since my word is so valid to you, yeah, that happened. Because a lot of stuff I be up on, I don't know, maybe because I know a lot of people, or I think I am related to the whole Milwaukee by now. I don't get it. Hey, cousin, you know, let's look down the tree. It's somewhere down there. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff comes to me. I don't go looking for it. I don't search for it. It just comes to me.
See, and I'm not as thoroughly in the loop in Milwaukee myself personally as I would like to, and you know. But it really breaks my heart, you know, every other day I see somebody that I know done lost somebody. Mm-hmm. It tears me up because it's like, why are we continuously having to, you know, people kill people
all the time.
That's a part of life, right? Like, ain't no human.
Unfortunately, since the beginning of the time.
It is within us, within the nature of man to be violent. And we cannot deny that at all. A lot of times, we like to say that Black people, African people, we are on more of a spiritual, more of a peaceful level as a people. But society has turned us into these violent, angry beings. And then it's like, is this our true nature?
Absolutely not.
I don't think it is, personally.
Absolutely not.
I think really the world has turned a lot of our people into something totally different than what we have been in the past. And I think what we really do have to get back to is community, like checking in on your brother or your sister. You know what I'm saying? If you know somebody struggling, check in. Let them, you know, if you can spare some help or anything to somebody doing that, whatever you can do. Mm-hmm. But I think that is very much lacking within communities communities now. It's like we don't have that feeling of community. I feel like in the past year or two, I've created community with the people that I've created it with, but I had to work for that. It wasn't like I woke up and like, oh, these are my niggas, you know, and then like,
you know what I know?
we really had to work to create that.
He could be having a bad day and not even knowing what his day is like or what it's going like. Sometimes, how you doing? What's going on? How your day going? That go a long way for people. Like I've noticed when we in Walmart line, I'm a jokester. I get in trouble for it all the time. I ain't to be like, I hate bringing you to the store. You play too much. And no, when people in that line and there's just something going on, you might not even know, but you can feel it. And just that hi, how you doing or what's going on. One lady in Pick and Save, she was so down. I paid for $50 worth of her groceries and that lifted her spirits through the roof. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And no, I ain't got it. I ain't King Tut or nobody, but I was blessed. So if I'm blessed, I have to be a blessing.
Exactly. I think if our culture was more, because all of us got some sort of roots to down south somewhere. And it's so different. Like I always say, growing up in Mississippi, like you couldn't.
Ooh, the Arkansas people friendly.
Which one?
Be specific.
But predominantly in the South, when you in, you know, them our communities, you can't walk a block or two without somebody pulling over like, you good? You need a ride? Like, that was strange for me going back as an adult, coming and living in Milwaukee. Yeah, like, what you on, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm good. But that's real stuff. Like, if you see somebody and they're lacking something and you can help them, just to offer it is like an automatic thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we have lost that connection to that type of atmosphere. This atmosphere has made us, I explained this to somebody like, I'm 34 years old. I probably have had more addresses than years I've been alive. Now, how can I spend time to know who my neighbor, why would I even want to know who y'all is? I'm probably not going to be around here next year. You know what I'm saying? So we have a detachment crisis in our communities. When you talk about the breakdown of the family, that's intentional. You literally have systems intentionally trying to break the family apart. You literally have this stuff happening, and then our condition within itself does it on its own. You know, and that's why COVID was so deadly for us. It wasn't even necessarily the I don't want to call it a disease, but
it wasn't a virus.
It wasn't that really was the threat to us or that harmed us like that.
Lockdown was for me.
But it's being, you know, having to be compacted the way that our lives are set up with each other in a house, like just, and nobody going to work, nobody going to school, everybody just sitting there eating and living and looking around at each other with all those problems that's been simmering. When typically I'll be gone somewhere, you'll be gone somewhere, we don't get to see each other. Then when we home, somebody may cook, but I take my food in my room, you go where you going, we stay out each other way. But now everybody's just sitting there and at each other. That's not a good thing.
Extra bad for me, just on the strength of with the sickle cell. So I couldn't play with it. I had to stay in the house like 4 months longer than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So on the mental capacity, that got hard for me. Like, I had to find stuff to do. Knitting, I don't knit. That's old lady stuff. Garden, sewing. Like, I had to literally find things to do. And once I got to the painting part, I'm like, oh, this is a cool little technique right here, y'all. Let's see what we can do to make this work. So I came into my way to being stuck in the house like that, because you can only get to know yourself for so long.
I went crazy.
I knew me. I knew me very well. I wanted to go know other people.
I went batshit crazy. I was not okay.
Something to pop up, Bob, make a post. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Can I come outside today, bro? You know, like, can I go, please?
Man, listen. Let's see where we at. Okay, we got 12 minutes left in the show. Let me see. Let me go to my inbox real quick.
I want to share something too that's going on tomorrow in Glendale.
Okay, while y'all.
There's a Glendale Town Hall meeting tomorrow at the Glendale City Hall. It's at 6 p.m. It's a Zoom meeting as well. And the special guest is John Chisholm.
Oh, okay.
And Mark Ferguson of the Glendale Police Department.
What is this going to be about again?
You ready for this?
I don't think so.
It is a community conversation about safety, crime prevention, and neighborhood engagement.
In Glendale?
In Glendale?
In Glendale.
What crime?
Okay.
Chisholm is going to be in Glendale tomorrow. I don't know, baby.
Oh, okay. I'm
somewhere
sorry.
near Bayshore or something.
Oh, like robberies at the stores or something?
I have no idea.
I can get jiggy.
But
with
it's
that.
going on today. Tomorrow at 6.
I'm with you, Miss Levita, with a capital letters right in the kisser.
Period. Shout out to Mama Levita.
What's the address to the town hall meeting tomorrow?
It's at the Glendale City Hall.
Glendale City Hall.
So let me look it up. I'm going to look it up for y'all real fast because, we got Google out here.
They building a Target at Bayshore?
Oh, yeah.
They won't get my coin.
They are hiring at Bayshore Target, too.
Oh, no, they won't let me work for them. No.
Glendale City Hall is at 5909 Milwaukee River Parkway.
Okay, Sean, I like that name.
5909 North Milwaukee River Parkway tomorrow, 6 p.m. So, yeah.
Oh, they City Hall across the street from the police department. Go figure.
Ain't all of them.
Go figure.
Listen.
Walking right over to the jail.
Tulsa City Hall is in the police station is in the City Hall.
Also, West Dallas.
Walking right over to the jail.
Anywhere that's a little more lighter skin is they got the police right in there with you. If you put up at City Hall looking for their alderman, they be like, security.
Oh, we got a couple of minutes to plug in New Orleans.
So yes, we have reached our $1,000 of our $2,500 goal to MKE to New Orleans or MKE to NO project, which will happen this weekend. So for those of y'all who are watching, make sure that y'all follow that page. I'll plug it in the comments, and make sure that you, if you don't give before we leave, try to give while we're on the road, to ensure that, no matter what happens, that we can make it there and back. You know what I'm saying? That the team can make it there and back. We don't leave nobody behind. You know what I'm saying? We don't, do all that goofy stuff. We leave together, we come back together. So we just try to make it to where we can go do what we got to do, help our people, and come back and get back to work here in the city. So whether it's foreign or abroad, whether it's local or abroad, our goal, our mission is to help our people who are in need. And right now, our people down there, some of them are still without power. Some of them still have damage to their homes, et cetera, et cetera. And so this is the third trip that we've taken this year.
Yes.
And so that's been a beautiful thing to accomplish, man. Listen.
And shout out to y'all, because y'all did the damn thing.
Shout out to y'all. Y'all is so dope.
She going this time, so.
Oh yeah, I'm getting up out of here. I deserve this.
It ain't just about the work. We do, part of this is about the concept, just like I was telling them about the vibe. Like some of these young people we're going to have to take from this environment.
Yeah.
They need to get away from the environment they are in. They need to be taken, take them on a trip, separate them from they homies and they hood or whatever, and they won't be involved in some of this stuff. By leaving people in the condition what they are, then they gonna be around who they be around, and that puts them subject for whatever's happening. So,
Yes, and also this Saturday at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. there is a MKE citywide intergenerational peace march.
Oh, is that OVP and
OVP, yeah.
So if you and I would ask, like, if you, especially Conforce members, if y'all are in town and not going to New Orleans, try to go support that.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get the youth out to that.
27th at Burleigh.
I think they're coming to Sherman Park, right?
10 a.m. Yep.
Y'all heard boss man
27th to Sherman.
Yeah.
Y'all heard them comment.
Now everybody who say people don't march about violence,
they coming with it.
If you don't go, then don't say that.
Opportunity. This is the peace rally, stopping the violence rally. Please be there and show your support. Because yes, the violence is out of control. And also a note, if you can de-escalate something out here in these streets,
oh, please do.
Please do within your own safety, within your own capacity, because it is very much needed right now. We need people, members of the community, to take a stand. And you never know, you might save somebody's life. Like, or the other night, my neighbors was fighting, and my neighbor tried to kill my other neighbor with a car seat, and I was like, nah, we can't do that. You understand? I utilized my Conforce de-escalation training. And I was like, oh no, sir. We're not going down like that today. So please, y'all, practice de-escalation if you can, within your own capacity, within your own realm of safety. If you can help in a situation, please do so, because you never know. You could save someone's life.
And or tag Bond. He coming.
Listen, I ain't coming all the time. Now listen, make sure y'all follow the page. Now, this is the second week that we've done this from my page. Make sure y'all follow the Activist and Advocacy podcast page, because we will start going live from that page. And I also need y'all to start submitting things that we should be talking about. Any concern that you have or raise. If you know somebody who's an activist, especially a youth leader, somebody that's young, out here dope, trying to become an activist, or what's going on with you, fam? Make sure that you tag them as well so that we can recognize them. Yes. They don't all have to come on the show. If I see a post, we share it to the page so that those people can also be recognized, whether they come on the show or not. But we would love to have people like Shaquila. And you'll see plenty of other people, man, get interviewed and brought on to the show. So if you got somebody who you think should be on the show, make sure you let us know.
Do I get a first guest award?
See, we play too much. So, right, death by car seat. That's impossible.
That was funny, though.
Listen, somebody almost lost their life.
Swing it hard enough. Y'all can see you taking the head off or ear.
Y'all play too much.
I was like, I can't watch this. Also, I'm in Facebook jail, y'all.
Me too. I got 3 more days.
November 7th, I'll be out. Free Mimi, y'all. Free Mimi.
Oh, I'm going to give y'all this for free. What y'all say on Bond Live can be used against y'all in the Facebook court of law, because I went to jail, locked up, 3 more days. I'm going to see y'all soon, though. Butterfly effect.
Now, next week or the next show, I would like to have our youth. We invited Bam, to be one of the youth leaders on here, I guess, to have some conversation. We're gonna try to get Janaya in here finally.
Bam.
You know what I mean? And we gonna try to have them bring other youth to have these conversations with. So I'm gonna try to set this room up to where that'll be plausible. And let them have a conversation, and we just chime in on them, let them lead it, and talk about their own feelings and suggestions and what they think going on out here. So
yes,
watch out for that. So thank y'all for watching episode 2. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? We will see y'all next week. How do I end it?
Just act normal.